Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and welcome to our Irish family. So today's topic is basically, today's video is going to be just a sit down and I'll chat with you guys, but today's topic is something that, if you've been here for a very long time, is something that I chat about and get asked about a lot. Nearly every video, or definitely every second video. I also got comments on YouTube, messages on not YouTube, on Instagram, asking me whether or not we're still trying to have a second baby. I always get these comments, and in a recent live, one of the lives that I've done recently, I kind of said that I will address that in its own separate video. So that's what I'm going to do with you guys today. Let me just change this because I want to sit back a little bit. Yeah, and so that's what I'm going to do with you guys today. And basically the answer is no. The answer is no. We are not trying to have a second baby any longer. When Ava turned 18 months is when we started our journey into baby number 2. If you remember, I have a whole playlist. We went to the fertility clinic. We did a number of different things, and they were all unsuccessful, and the next step was going to have to be IVF. I don't think I really kind of said that in the video, but basically we were told that we were going to have to do IVF. At the time, we weren't in a position to pursue that because it costs thousands and thousands of euros, and there's no help from the government, although I think in the recent budget they just announced something, but I haven't really looked into it. So, you know, we kind of said no, that's not going to happen, and left it. Then my cycles, my periods start getting really bad. I was also having like clotting. Sorry if this is too much information for you, but I started to have clotting during my cycles. So I went to the doctor and I got referred to a gynecologist. Now it was just from the public health service gynecologist, and that was the biggest shambles of a visit I ever had in my life. It was awful, but basically she, on the day after I told her that, you know, we always want to be open to the opportunity to having a second baby, but obviously I was having these situations where I was having extremely painful periods, and then clots halfway through the month, for no apparent reason. All she said to me was to get a IUD, is that what they're called? That little device that goes up there, that goes inside. She said, I can do it for you right now. And it left me so annoyed that we basically just walked out. We walked out of that appointment. Robert was with me. It was during COVID. He wasn't supposed to be with me, but I got a phone call saying that he should come with me because the doctor wants to talk to him about his fertility. So we thought it was going to be more of a fertility thing, and anyways, it didn't turn out to be that. It turned out to be them just saying you only have really one option, and that means you have to get on birth control, which is the general thing that they say with people, for people with PCOS, is 1, you have to lose weight, obviously, and then 2 is that you should go on birth control. Like, that's what they always say, and that's just not something that I want to pursue. I've tried many different birth controls over the year, and they all wreak havoc with me. I turn into a demon. Worse than I am now, worse mood than I am now. So we decided, we just left that day. We just left that appointment, and yeah, it just wasn't what we thought it was, what we were led to believe. Anyways, we decided at that point, look, let's just rest it now. You know, we have Ava here at the back, and we have her. She's happy, she's healthy, we love her. Obviously, you know, we're so lucky that we conceived her, and that, you know, she's perfect, and let's just continue on with life and try to move on, which is really hard thing to do, really hard. because I still have all that baby stuff. Now, my sister is pregnant, so you know, some of that stuff is going, I'm handing it down to my niece or nephew that is coming soon, so I'm handing that down. So in a way I feel like I'm ready now. And as I said, Ava's 6.5 years of age, and I'm only ready now to get rid of that stuff. So that's all sitting in Robert's parents' attic. So I'm going to give, I think, only like 2 or 3 things to my sister, because that's all she needs, that were Ava's, which was her cot, the changing unit, chest of drawers that we had, and like her little baby bat, because they actually don't have a baby bat in the house that they're living in, or don't have a bat in the house that they're living in, and I'm pretty sure we still have Ava's bat. So they're the things that we're giving to my sister, as I said, because she's pregnant, having a baby, and only now do I feel like I am ready to do that. But I do think it will affect me, and not because I don't want to give my stuff away, it's because I, in my head, thought that I'd be using that for another baby that I had, you know. So it is hard to get used to that, and people are probably like, it's only stuff, it's only things. And yes, that is completely the case, that it's only stuff and only things, and in the grand scheme of things it doesn't mean anything. But emotionally, for me, I thought I was going to have a second baby, and it hasn't happened. And only now, as I keep saying, only now am I ready to be like, okay, it's time to get into that attic and go through those things, keep the things that we want to for Ava, so like if she ever has her own children, that we can, you know, bring these out for our grandchildren and like, your mommy had this, you know. Keep those things, like sentimental things, that sort of stuff, you know, just like a box or 2, and then everything else really does kind of have to get donated to other people, because there's no point in us keeping it. As far as my PCOS goes, I am, should I say, I've started supplementation of various different things. I decided, because my symptoms for PCOS were getting very annoying, and kind of worse every single day, and worse every single cycle. So I decided, because I'm not on metformin, which is basically how they treat medically PCOS, I decided to look into alternatives, into like supplementation and that sort of stuff. And I've only been on this routine for 3 weeks, so I can't really comment on whether I think it's working or not. But when I've been on it for a month or 2 or 3, I will definitely come back on and do a video if I think that it has made a difference, and I'll show you what it is that I'm taking. But until that time, I'm not really going to say what it is that I'm taking, or the amounts of it that I'm taking. But you can definitely do your own research into it, you know, just to try and stop some of the major symptoms, or ease them anyways, especially the hair situation, the extra hair growth, plus the hair thinning, which is just so funny about PCOS. You get hair growth in areas that you don't want, like your chin. Some people get like proper beards and stuff. I have like here my chin all the time. Also, people get chest hair, back hair, like, you know, it's like a male pattern hair. But then they also get tinning, hair tinning as well, which blows my mind. But yeah, so long story short, should I say, is that we are not currently trying for a second baby. We're always open to the prospect of a second baby, and we will probably continue to be until I always joke with Robert, saying that I'll be that parent that gets caught during menopause or before menopause, you know. But yeah, so that is it. I just wanted to address it, and hope that yeah, my camera shut off there. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to address the situation. I always get asked to comment, and people probably think that, you know, I'm purposely avoiding it, and I probably was, let's be honest. But it's just something that I didn't want to talk about, really, because there was nothing to talk about. For a long time, nothing, and really nothing now is happening except for I'm taking new supplements and to try and ease some of the symptoms. But, you know, I kind of wanted for myself to be ready to have a conversation about it, and nobody has ever really brought up in my personal life, you know, why are you hanging on to those things? When are you going to get rid of those things? Don't you think it's time? You know, I had to come to those conclusions myself that it is time, and I have been ready for a while now. Let's be honest, I was just procrastinating it like everything else. And the fact that now my sister is having a baby, and I am giving some of the hand-me-downs to her, has prompted me to be like, okay, Karen, just get rid of the rest of the stuff. You actually don't need it. Give it to somebody who could get use out of it, you know. It's hanging around up there for the last 5, 6 years, whatever it is. It's time to, you know, get rid of it, move on. So that's going to be a whole process. I still do think that I will get upset somewhat. Like, I don't think I'll be like bawling or anything, but I do think it will be on my mind. I probably will be a little bit upset getting rid of those things, but it has to be done. It has to be done. There's no point holding on to those things. Plus, realistically, if I did get pregnant again, I probably want new things. Okay guys, so that is it. That is today's video. It's kind of contradicted myself the whole way through that video, so, you know, take it a bit what it is, whatever you want, you know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.